So today we're going to show you the Dunarri Pierce. The Dunarri Pierce is a chase light. Now, what a chase light is, it's a light that you put on the rear of your vehicle. You could also mount them in the front. And in fog or dust or, fog at night, really tough to see conditions, it's a really bright light. So if you're parked or going slow and another vehicle's coming, they see you. Now, in the desert, in desert racing, this is essential because if you get stuck on the course or if one of your chase vehicles is on the course, and another truck comes along, it could rear end you. Happens all the time. So you want a really bright chase light. So we looked around at the different chase lights. We looked at the Rigid, which is a really nice design, really good looking light, and we got some cheapos on eBay. We wanted to see how they were. So all these lights are okay, but they weren't really bright. We wanted something really bright that can pierce through the dust. And that's why we designed and manufactured the Dunarri Pierce. Now, in a second, we're going to take you outside and we're going to do a test with all these lights and show you the difference. But I'm telling you right now, the Dunarri Pierce is the brightest by far of these other lights sitting here. You'll see that in a second. We built it to be the brightest and we accomplished what we want. And we're going to show this to you now.
So we have my Ford Raptor parked at the other side of the parking lot here. I'm going to show you the difference between the popular chase lights on the market and the Dunarri Pierce. So first of all, we're going to show you the Rigid Chase, which is made by Rigid. Really good light, really nice housing and everything, but I'm going to show you how bright it is. This test is just about brightness. Okay, go ahead, turn on the Rigid Chase.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what the Rigid Chase looks like. Okay, go ahead, turn that one off, and now turn on the cheapo from China. Now that's the cheapo from China. And you can see, not real bright, a little brighter than the Rigid Chase. Now, why don't you go ahead and turn on the Dunarri Pierce. There you go. As you can see, the Dunarri Pierce is the brightest of the three by far. Okay, why don't you just turn them off for a minute? And I'm just going to walk up with the camera to show them what we're showing here. Turn on the Rigid Chase, the bottom one. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Rigid. Okay, now turn on that cheapo from China that looks almost like ours. Okay, now turn on the Dunarri Pierce. Okay, shut it off before it blinds me. Big difference you can see between those lights. Big difference. Dunarri Pierce is by far the brightest.
So we're just going to give you a closer look of the Dunarri Pierce and its construction. Okay, impact resistant lens, very important. And the housing is made of aluminum. Okay, it's not made of plastic, it's all aluminum. And then also we have a 4-wire system, as you can see. You've probably seen that cheapo from China, the one we showed in our test. That's actually a 3-wire. Most of them are 3. The 4-wire gives us more capabilities. We'll show you that in a second. Also comes with a gasket. If you mount it to a metal surface, you can put the gasket on there so it makes a nice seal, doesn't scratch up the metal surface. Or mount it like we like to do. We put a 3M unisex, it's basically like a unisex Velcro material, plastic unisex Velcro material on here, and stick it right to the back window of a pickup truck and run these wires in through the third brake light. Very easy way to install the lights with no damage. The wires come into the cab. It's great. We do it all the time. So let's just show you real quick how to hook this up. Pretty simple. Okay, there's a black and a red. So black goes to your ground. Red's going to go to hot. And then the light is now on. This is a red one we're showing here. Now, the white and the yellow, okay? The white we're going to talk about in a minute, but the yellow is for selecting the pattern. So every time I touch the yellow to the positive as it's on, it's going to change the pattern. A lot of people just select the pattern and leave it. You can hook it up to a switch in the cab if you want, whatever you guys want to do. So we're going to go through. There's a total of 19 patterns, and I know number 19 is the steady pattern, and the light will just stay on. There it is. So the light can just stay on, and you can use it that way. If you'd like, use it as a tail light or something to that effect. But let's go to a flashing pattern because I want to show you what the yellow wire does. So let's say we have, once I get to a flashing pattern here, Okay. Let's say we have two lights and we want them to go from side to side. One's on while one's off, and they go back and forth. And you want them to stay in sync. That's what the yellow wire is used for. Okay. To sync the lights, you simply connect the yellow wires on the lights together. Then they're synchronized. Now, synchronized would mean they flash at the same time, exactly the same, and they stay synchronized. Using the white wire, you can connect them so that they flash either together or they flash opposite of each other. Okay, every light comes with instructions. It's real clear how to do it, but it's pretty much that simple. The yellow selects your flash patterns, and the yellow you will use to connect to the lights to sync them together. You want to have them all in the same flash pattern when you do that, or else strange things happen because they weren't meant to do that. But the white wire is to choose whether you want them to flash together or opposite each other. So using those wires, you can create all sorts of cool configurations with lights high on the truck and low, flashing in a triangular pattern, flashing together. It's just really great, real versatile light. And of course, like we showed you at the beginning of the video, super bright, brightest on the market. The Dunarri Pierce, available exclusively, wildpowersports.com.